Why is my computer being Billy Bats? You know who Billy Bats is? Remember from Goodfellas? Billy Bats, who's messing with like, you remember Joe Pesci in this famous, thing with Billy Bats. Hey, if I was trying to bust your balls, I'd tell you to go home and get your shine box. Well, apparently this computer's telling me to go home and get my shine box. Because, I'm recording this, and I know it's recording now, but I can't get it to, when I review it, I can't hear the audio. But I can hear it once it's uploaded. So with that in mind, and this thing being like Billy Bats is just busting my balls and telling me to go home and get my shine box, I'm going to record for right now. I was thinking about experiences. When you have experiences in life, a lot of times people are always seeking experiences. I was looking at this thing, they were talking some group called Beelzebub or something like that. And I'm thinking, that's like the devil or something, But these people, they seem to be taking it like this is just a wonderful thing. It's just mind expansion, And I get to thinking that people get involved in organizations that, I'm not going to say anything about them because I don't really know that much about this group of people. But I just think that sometimes people seek out experiences that you can really have just in your everyday life. When you do things that are different, something that's mind expanding, which without taking drugs or getting involved in a cult or something like that. Sometimes I get like mind expansion just from cooking. When I'm cooking something I really want to cook, or when I'm doing something. Let me put it this way. It could be something as silly as playing Farmville. I could have mind expansion as I go on, to level 38 in Farmville. And sometimes I think that people are always looking for something. They're looking for exotic. The more exotic, the more unusual. It really has to be big. It has to be something, woo, that kind of thing. And I don't think that your experiences have to be that way. Sometimes I can have very mind-expanding experiences just simply watching the sunrise. I live right by the lake. And you don't even have to live by a lake. Everything, just watching birds. But it's just really tuning into what you're doing, and paying attention and learn to, for that moment, to do, as Ram Dass says, be here now. Be in that moment. Sometimes when I'm just sipping a cup of coffee, most of the time when we do things, our minds are everywhere. We're all over the place because we get used to it. We always try to jump ahead and get ahead and jump ahead of everything. So we don't take time to experience things. And we don't take time to really experience the wonders of things around us. Even of technology. I like technology. To look at how wonderful it is to be able to put your image up on the internet. To be able to, just look at the beauty of it and see that and frame your mind that way. You can have these kind of experiences without having to join cults or join organizations or run off, I'm always a little bit nervous about organizations and cults and people who, do things. Maybe it's because I remember when Jonestown happened. I was 18 when that, stuff happened. And it's just still burned into my mind, the horror of it all. And so I'm always a little bit skeptical. I'm questioning of people who always want to take you beyond. Sometimes you can have a lot of wonderful experiences right here. It's just a matter of learning to sometimes quiet your mind. That's why meditation is a good thing. Learn to quiet your mind, to look at things, to even reflect on things. And much of it is really what you tell yourself. It's the way you interpret and the way you process the reality that's coming to you. You don't have to do anything really super exotic, in life. You can enjoy a regular, everyday thing. That's all. And that's what I wanted to say. That's all. This is kind of like an experiment with my new headphone thing. This is actually not new. They remember what sad things are. Oh, because everything is the opposite. The microphone is on this side. I have to remember. It's like, okay, here it is right there. and there it's right here. So, and everything moves slow. It's kind of like when I move here, everything is already moved already. So it's like out of sync. It's just a weird thing. Yeah, people will laugh at this and make fun of it, but you know, it's just thoughts that I have on my mind about stuff, because that's what I do. I just talk about things.